Hello BookTube, my name is Elizabeth and welcome to Book Babble. So today I'm going to be doing a book haul. I have gotten a bunch of books the past couple of weeks. Most of them are from the library. A bunch of them are still in packages, and then I bought a book from Barnes & Noble, so I'll do that one first. And that is the Paladin Prophecy by Mark Frost. This book is beautiful. It caught my husband's eye, and he's like, I think you might like this, and I read the thing, and I was like, a little skeptical, but I looked on Goodreads. It's got a 4.08 rating, and a lot of people that follow me, that I follow, gave it amazing reviews, so I ended up buying it. And usually what happens with books that I buy at Barnes & Noble, they sit on the shelf for at least a couple of weeks, and then I pick them up and read them. But fate stepped in, and for the book that I'm currently reading, Cinderella's Dress, I forgot to take to work, and this was still in my Barnes and Noble bag in my car when I got there, and so I had nothing else to read. So I was like, oh heck, I might as well start reading it. So I did. I'm on I didn't have a bookmark, so I'm on chapter 4 or something like that, and it is so good so far. It is definitely intriguing. It has definitely caught my interest. It just sounds so good. I have no idea what's going on, so I don't even really know what to tell you, but from what I've read, I am extremely intrigued, and I cannot wait to finish this book. The third book in this series comes out later this year, and I'm just hooked on this series already, and I'm only on the 4th chapter. One of the first books that I got from the library this week was Ready Player One by Ernest Cline, and my husband has been meaning to read this for forever. I bought him the ebook on my tablet, and he has yet to read it, but he really wanted the physical book, so I rented it from the library for him, and he's halfway through page 194, and he says he really likes it so far, so that's good. I'm probably going to read this after him, because, it's such a huge book, and a lot of people that I follow on BookTube really like it, so I'm probably going to read this after him. I got Sapphire Blue by Christian Gear. We read the first book for the Once Upon a Read-Along earlier this year, and I freaking loved it. So I'm pretty excited to read the next one, Sapphire Blue. These covers are just so beautiful. I'm in a blue book mode this month, apparently. Just beautiful blue books. I'm hoping to read The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black. There's a lot of mixed reviews on this, and I have not met a fairy book that I've liked yet. So, and I haven't really met a Holly Black book that I like that much yet either, so we shall see. I got The Walls Around Us by Nova Ren Suma, and I've heard a lot of really good things about this, but I have no idea what it's about, honestly, and I'm actually pretty excited to read it, just because I've heard so many good things, and it looks like it's kind of like a mystery type thing, and it's got a really good review from Liva Bray on the back, so yeah, that's always a good thing. So I'm pretty excited to read this, hopefully, before I move. I also picked up The Clockwork Scarab by Colleen Gleason, and if you guys haven't heard about this, it's the daughter of Bram Stoker and the niece of Sherlock Holmes, or maybe they're both daughters. I don't remember specifically, but they're relatives to Bram Stoker and Sherlock Holmes, and everyone has been raving about this book. It was a couple of months ago when people were really raving about this, so I'm a bit behind the mark on that one, but I'm still really interested. I haven't really read anything that's clockwork, steampunk type something or another, so I'm a little worried about this. I'm not sure. I'll see if I like it. I love the cover, I love the name, and a lot of people have really enjoyed it, so I'm pretty excited about reading this. I think it's a duology. I'm not sure if there's a third one coming out. So before I get to all of these unboxings, all of these packages here, I do want to show you, I got a Nook. I'm pretty excited. It's actually a couple of years old. It's a hand-me-down. My boss had it and never used it, and I actually use my tablet quite a lot, and my husband has been envying my tablet ever since I got it, and he's always wanted one of his own. So now that I have my own e-reader, I have hand-me-downed my tablet to him so he can use it, and I'm really excited to read books on here. I've got no books. I've got free books that are already on it when you buy it, I guess, but that's pretty much it. So I'm really excited to play around with it and see if I like it better than my Asus tablet, which, you can use as an e-reader, but it's not solely meant for an e-reader like this is. So we'll see. I'm pretty excited about my new tablet. If you guys have used like Nook in comparison to a different e-reader, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on e-reader versus e-reader, depending on which one you have, and you know, stuff like that. So yeah, tell me your thoughts down in the comments below. Now for all these packages, and what all these packages are is my library is freaking phenomenal, and you can request a book, and you have two options when you request a book. You can pick it up at the library location, or they can mail it to you for free. And I always have them mail it to me because every couple of days I get this blue package in front of my door, and it's like getting a book in the mail, but it was free and I can read it, and all I have to do is return it. And so I love getting my little blue packages. So that's what all of these are. And what I do is I request books, request like new releases like a month in advance. As soon as they're added onto the catalog, it's a book that I want, I request it. So I get it almost immediately after it comes out, and a lot of them I just request it and then I totally forget, and I've been getting like, I got like 5 or 6 today, so I have no idea what any of these are because I just forgot. So it's going to be a surprise for me as it is for you, so let's just get started. Oh my god, I'm so excited about this. Okay, alright. So it is an Ember in the Ashes by Sabah Tahir, and this is like one of the most anticipated books for so many people this year. I'm just so excited. Oh my god, it has a awesome map. There's one side, and then usually, yep, they have, oh, well, no, it's not the other side of the map, I guess. It's like a more zoomed in map. I don't know, but oh my god, I love it. I'm so excited. I love maps. I wonder if it has a character list. No, no character list, but that's okay. That's alright. I'm really excited. So I guess it's about this girl who ends up becoming a spy for the military to save her brother. I don't know. I love women in the military fantasy novels. I just got done reading one, an Ignite by Sarah B. Larson, and it was freaking fabulous. Give it a 5 out of 5 stars. My review will be up this weekend on my weekly wrap-up. But anyway, so yeah, I'm really, really excited to read this, as is everybody else in the booktube community. Oh, yay! Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, next is Rook by Sharon Cameron. Okay, so if you know me, I'm a huge history buff, and I don't know how much history you guys know about, but France went through a huge revolution right after the American Revolution in the late 1790s, and or the 1790s. I don't even want to say late. It's like 80s and 90s, somewhere around that time. In the late 1700s, France went through a revolution and basically got rid of their monarchy and became a democratic state. So this book is about France in the area which is now France in the future, basically going through the same thing, and it's about history repeating itself, and I just love it. Apparently, like, France is decrepit and falling apart, and it's like a dystopian, I'm assuming dystopian type universe. I can't even. I love this cover so much, the Eiffel Tower and the red leaf. I just cannot wait to read this book. I am so excited. I've been like excited about this book for forever. Just so many good books today. I'm so excited. All right. Next is Magonia by Maria Davana Headley, and this was a complete and total like cover. I don't want to say it's a cover buy because I'm getting it from the library. Cover rent. I don't know, because it's just effing beautiful. I mean, like, it's got the birds coming out of the, it's shiny, so, but yeah, it's got the birds, and I think there's like a butterfly, or no, maybe they're just all birds. Yeah, I think they're just all birds. But anyway, it's freaking gorgeous. I love it so much. It's got a little quote here from Neil Gaiman, and I guess it's about the girl, the main character, Magonia. She's got like a debilitating lung disease, but she goes to this other world where she's completely not ill anymore, or something to that effect. But yeah, so this is just a beautiful cover, and it's gotten some good reviews on Goodreads. I haven't heard anyone on YouTube talk about it, but I'm pretty excited about reading this just because it's like a beautiful, beautiful cover. This one actually came really quick. I was surprised. Alright, so this is The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Ray Carson. This is the book that we are reading for the Once Upon a Read-Along, the month of May. So if you guys are interested in reading with us and doing the live show at the end of May, I don't know what this is about either. Oh, she's a princess. It's her 16th birthday. She's becoming the wife of a king. There's magic. I'm sold. I'm completely sold. When Danny, Chloe, and I decided to read this, I'm not sure who was like, oh, we should read this, and I was just like, yeah, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, which is why I agreed to read it. So I'm pretty excited. Yeah, princess, magic, all that good stuff. You know, I love me a good fantasy book, so I'm excited to read this, and I really, really hope you guys join us for the read-along, read it with us, and join us for the live show. If you guys are interested in more information about the Once Upon a Read-Along, I will link some things down below. Another new book. Yay! Okay. This is The Girl of Midnight by Melissa Gray. Oh, okay, I remember this one. This was this was an anticipated read for me at the beginning of 2015. I made like a list of all the books that were coming out, and this was one of the most anticipated books. The reason why is because the description of the book made no sense, but it was pretty intriguing. I guess it's about this race of people who live under the streets of New York. I guess it's like a modern, it's a urban fantasy. I'm reading it purely out of curiosity. I'm not sure if it's going to be good. I haven't heard of anybody else anticipating this book. I haven't heard of anybody else reading it, liking it, disliking it, anything. So I'm reading it out of pure curiosity, not to mention this shade of purple is just gorgeous. I love it. It's like really, really pretty. And there's like a swan and a dragon, and I just think this cover is like really, really pretty. Oh, yay. Okay, this is another new one. It is The Orphan Queen by Jody Meadows. I don't think this is like brand new, but it just came out in the last couple of months. I think I had this rented, and then the date for it to go back came up, and I had to return it, so I just got it again. There's a princess, there's a spy, there's a threat. That's what it says, princess, spy, threat. I don't know. But it looks pretty good, and I think I've heard some good reviews about this. I like the cover. The girl on there just looks so badass. I mean, like, she's wearing this, like, pretty dress cloak type thing, but she's got a dagger in her hand, so it looks pretty good. I'm excited. I'm excited to read all these. I mean, if I weren't excited, I wouldn't have rented it. So, you know, hey. But that is my, like, huge, gigantic, haul for this month. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. I love opening all my free books from the library. It's just awesome. So, that was all I have for you guys. This is probably going to be my last haul from the library where I like open packages like that, because I'm moving to a different county, which means it's a different library, and I'm super bummed. I'm moving like 2 hours away. So yeah. It's a little bit of a bummer. I'm going to miss my library. I'm going to miss that they send me my books, because this new library, which I have done massive research on, doesn't do that. But let's make a long story short, because this video is already like super duper long. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!